The Lost Symbol is a best-selling novel by Dan Brown and the third to feature Harvard professor and symbology expert Robert Langdon. In this story, Langdon makes an unexpected trip to Washington, D.C. to deliver a keynote address at an event hosted by his friend and mentor, Peter Solomon. Upon arrival, however, Langdon discovers that Peter's abductor lured him to the city to force him to decode a secret that will reveal an ancient mystery guarded by the Freemasons. In 2021, The Lost Symbol was adapted into a television series starring Ashley Zuckerman as Langdon. The story begins when Langdon receives a call from a man claiming to be the executive assistant of Peter Solomon. The assistant requests that Langdon fly to Washington, D.C. to give a keynote at a donor's party that evening. Peter, secretary of the Smithsonian Museum, frequently hosts such gatherings, and the assistant claims the original speaker canceled unexpectedly. Langdon agrees to deliver the speech. Years earlier, Peter had entrusted Langdon with a small, enigmatic package, charging him to safeguard it. Langdon brings the package to Washington, unaware of its full significance. Peter's assistant arranges a private jet and car service to transport Langdon to the U.S. Capitol building, where the party is supposedly being held. Upon arrival, however, no party awaits him. Instead, Langdon receives another call from the man claiming to be Peter's assistant, who now asserts he holds Peter captive. The man instructs Langdon to locate an underground portal protected by the Freemasons. Meanwhile, visitors to the Capitol discover a severed hand in the rotunda. Langdon recognizes Peter's ring on it, noting a sequence of letters and numbers tattooed onto the hand. Capitol security arrives shortly before CIA Director Inoue Sato, who takes command of the investigation. After hearing Langdon's explanation of the tattoos, Director Sato demands they be escorted to a restricted area of the Capitol corresponding to the coded letters and numbers. Inside, they discover a Mason's meditation room containing a small pyramid, which Langdon believes is the map the kidnapper intended for him to find. As Langdon grows suspicious of Sato's motives, she insists on taking him to CIA headquarters. Suddenly, Warren Bellamy, the architect of the Capitol, bursts in, attacking Sato and the Capitol police chief, allowing Langdon to escape. Langdon and Bellamy flee to the Library of Congress basement, where Langdon receives another call from the kidnapper, Malak. He explains that the capstone Langdon brought is key to deciphering the pyramid, which maps an underground portal granting access to the ancient mysteries, a body of knowledge believed to unlock latent human abilities. Langdon contacts Katherine Solomon, Peter's sister, to inform her of Peter's kidnapping and arrange a meeting. Unaware of Malak's identity, Katherine initially welcomes him to her lab, but soon realizes the danger and escapes. Langdon and Katherine rendezvous at the Library of Congress, fleeing via an underground conveyor belt while Warren surrenders to Director Sato. Sharing their findings, Katherine decides to open Peter's package, revealing the capstone. Placing it atop the pyramid enables them to begin deciphering the inscriptions. Realizing their cab driver has alerted the CIA, they concoct a ruse and travel to the Washington Cathedral to meet Reverend Colin Galloway, Warren's friend and dean of the cathedral. The Reverend explains that the pyramid is a map indicating a real-world location. Katherine activates hidden inscriptions by boiling the pyramid, revealing an address. Before they can investigate further, Director Sato arrives. She had located Langdon and Katherine by showing Warren a video that convinced him to cooperate. Just prior to Sato's arrival, Langdon learns Peter is alive. He persuades Sato to allow him and Katherine to proceed to Peter's location while her team heads to the pyramid address. Upon arrival, however, Langdon and Katherine realize too late that it is a trap. They, along with Peter, are captured by Malak. Malak places Langdon in a suspended animation tank, feigning a drowning scenario to force him to complete the pyramid's final deciphering. He then injects Katherine to slowly drain her blood, compelling Peter's compliance. Sato and her team discover that Malak will not appear at the pyramid address and instead locate Katherine, Langdon, and Peter in a hidden basement, finding their agent dead. Sato shows Langdon the same edited video she had shared with Warren, exposing powerful figures involved in Masonic rituals. Malak threatens to release the video unless Peter provides the lost word, which supposedly reveals the ancient mysteries. Peter reluctantly complies, tattooing the word on Malak's head. Malak then reveals his true identity, Zachary, Peter's son, presumed dead in a Turkish prison. Peter refuses to accept this revelation. The CIA intervenes just in time to prevent Malak from broadcasting the video. Malak dies when a passing helicopter's broken window sends glass crashing onto him. Peter leads Langdon to the Capitol, explaining that the underground portal is a stairwell beneath the building, and the ancient mystery is a Bible hidden within the cornerstone placed during construction. He also reveals the Masons' belief that knowledge can elevate all men to godlike enlightenment. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.